The most important lesson we can learn from the coronavirus might be what it teaches us about discipleship. Years ago, I was very blessed to be on a mission trip, a secret mission trip in China. And we were there in China, and we were able to minister with and alongside Christians, Catholics who were living their faith, oftentimes in secret, oftentimes in the face of tremendous persecution. And I was struck by just the beauty and the purity and the power of their faith and their fidelity and their courage living their faith in those conditions. I was thinking about that recently when I was listening to an interview where someone was talking to an expert about epidemics and about illnesses, especially concerning COVID-19 and its spread throughout the entire world. And this expert was saying how, kind of just remarking how when this first sprung up in China, this little tiny province, Wuhan, that no one had heard, you probably hadn't heard of it, I had never heard of it before, that had sprung up and it had spread from one person to the next. And in a sense that we were kind of taken off guard by this because we don't really remember or think about how exponential growth works. So one person gives it to two people give it to four to eight to 16, and it goes on and on and on. And then it begins to not just add, but to multiply. And so more and more people are impacted by this to the rate where we over here in the United States, thousands and thousands of miles away, are impacted directly by this, where people are getting sick because of this virus. Economies are being impacted by this. Jobs are being lost. People are suffering and struggling, and political battles are being waged because of this reality that started with one person and spread to two and spread to four, all the way to all of us. So it got me thinking about maybe the most important lesson that we can learn from this reality is the power of the gospel, what we call discipleship. Because Jesus sent us out into the world with the Great Commission. And the Great Commission fundamentally is to make disciples of all nations. And we do that by having a relationship of love and friendship and encouragement with one other person, maybe two other people, and helping them to grow in their own relationship with Jesus. And then they in turn spread that relationship, spread the gospel message to two other people. And then exponential growth happens from that place. So if we take seriously the fact that the two people in your life that God might be calling you to reach out to encourage, to pray with, to pick up the phone and read a Bible verse together, or just to discuss matters of faith with, or ask them how their prayer life is going, that those one or two people, if they in turn begin to do that with one or two other people, then that can have an exponential reach where millions more people who maybe have never heard of the gospel, whether in China or India or Africa or Panama City, Florida, or New York, and anywhere else throughout the world, people who need to hear the good news of the gospel can hear it because of you faithfully reaching out to one or two other people, faithfully multiplying exponentially this grace that you and I have received. That's the challenge that Jesus gives to us. That's the invitation. That's the command that we receive in the Great Commission, to go and make disciples of all nations. And we do that by starting with just one or two. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked that video, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, click that bell so you'll be notified next time we come up with a new video, which is every week. We're coming out with new content. You can also click on the link to subscribe to our email list so we can send new videos directly to your inbox. And if you would like to support our mission here, please join us on Patreon. You can click the Patreon link and directly support the evangelization of the world. So thanks so much, and God bless.